figure it out along the way. A lot of times on the journey, we feel lost. We don't understand why we're doing what we're doing, what we're doing, what we're doing. Like, we don't actually know what we're doing. Like, what is the reason? What is the purpose behind this? And it's just one of those things that you kind of have to accept and keep on moving. Like, you can't just be stationary in this situation where you don't know what you're doing. You just have to take action and constantly override this feeling. Because, bro, like, this is more of a positive video compared to my other ones. It's gonna be okay. You may not see results right now. You may not see the outputs right now. But as long as you keep putting in those inputs, you keep grinding, even though you don't even know what's gonna come in the next 6 months. But if you have that belief that you're gonna become successful, then that will 10x your chances. It's gonna be okay, bro. I know for myself that I'm gonna be successful, and I know even though I'm literally making like pennies right now. Like, I'm not making money. I'm making a little bit of money. I got a job. I'm not making crazy amounts. That I know I'm gonna make crazy amounts, and I know if I keep working, I keep putting in that work every single day, and like the actual right work, rowing in the right direction. As long as you're in, thing is, if you're in the wrong boat going rowing, then it's not very helpful. But I know I'm rowing in the right direction. Obviously, it's a constant journey of evolution where I'm learning things. Like, okay, well, a month ago, I was focusing. I do drop shipping, so I was focusing on the wrong thing. I wasn't even focusing on content creation. My content was like horrible. My content was so bad a month ago compared to now. Obviously, it's still not the best, but it's that constant evolution and journey of learning and figuring it out along the way. And that's what I mean. Like, we're so ignorant, and we don't even realize it. Us as humans are so ignorant because we don't see that, like, we don't know everything. And when, especially as a beginner in any business model or self-improvement, we think we know everything, and you kind of have to change that mindset, get rid of that ego. It's the ego kind of holding you back there, where it's like, oh, I know everything, I don't need to learn from anyone, blah blah blah. No, listen, bro, listen to everything everyone says. And I'm saying, it doesn't mean you have to consume all the knowledge people tell you. Just listen to what they're saying. It doesn't matter if it's your dad or your mum or some random homeless guy on the street. Just listen if they're giving you some wisdom or inspiration. Just listen. If you take what you want from it, if you realize it doesn't stand with your values, then ignore it. And also look at the person you're listening to. Because say your mum or your dad or someone like family related to you is telling you to just stick at school or do something you don't want to do, yeah, but they're not the person you want to be. Like, say they're like really fat, or like not really fat, but like just not a great person, not in the life you want to live. Are you gonna take their advice? No. So even though like they're telling you something, look at who's telling you at the same time as well. I know that seems kind of counteractive, but it's kind of pick and choose. But bro, like, I mean, I'm gonna reiterate, you figure it out along the way. You're not gonna know what you're doing, and that's normal. I was up at 2 a.m. last night after finishing a 6-hour shift from my job at like I got back at like 10:30. I did all my chores and stuff. I had to like do my laundry, I had to have a shower, and then I ate, and I was up to like 2 a.m. just like another 2 hours just editing videos, working. And I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I here? I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing? Why do I do this to myself? And then I realized, like, that's normal. It's such a normal feeling. And if you're not feeling that way, then you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough if you don't feel that way. Because not like, okay, constantly feeling that way, because obviously I know why I do my stuff. I know why I work. I have a purpose. But there's going to be points where you're up at 3 a.m. working, thinking, why do I do that? When you're going to the gym consistently, oh, why am I putting myself through this pain? And it's not like and you'll find the answer to that question quite, as if you have the answer, like your purpose and your goal. If you have that, you'll find the answer quite quickly in that moment. And I find that answer quite quickly. But you still have that questioning, and there gets to a point where you reach a level of success, which I'm not there yet, but there gets to a point where you reach a level of success where you, even though we disregard any doubt we have and we keep moving because of that self-belief we have as young people on self-improvement, trying to become entrepreneurs, or whatever you are, even though we have that like, we're getting rid of that doubt, that little bit of doubt, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because the doubt of not knowing what we're doing. Because when you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, then if anything, it's helpful. I don't know. I can't really explain it. It's just kind of a thing I feel. But I'm telling you, bro, like, a little bit of positivity of the day. Bro, you got this. Like, you've literally got this. There's one plus 1 is always going to be 2. So you putting in that work every single day is always going to equal a consistent output. No matter if it's tomorrow or if in 2 years' time, you're going to get that output that you're deserving of, because God is so giving. God is going to give you everything you want if you stick according to his plan. If you give if you put in 6 hours of work on your business in the right things, consistently learning and evolving, changing every day, because change is so important. And if you keep doing that every single day, you're going to get an output. There's not a world where you're just oh, but I'm not seeing results, and like for the rest of you. No, that's not gonna happen. And okay, everyone's not successful, but that doesn't mean you can't be. People use that as a demotivator, and it says, oh, everyone's not gonna be successful. Bro, are you everyone? Are you everyone, really? Come on, man, you're better than that. You literally got this. Keep putting in that work. I'm telling you, you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna feel lost. I feel lost half the time. And honestly, it's a good thing, bro. Stop viewing your feelings and your emotions as bad. Stop judging them. Because judgment is only internal, your mind. You shouldn't even judge things. Nothing is good, nothing is evil. It's only in the circumstance and the time frame that you view it in. So if okay, this isn't my quote, this is something I heard, like, so a guy gets a horse, yeah? This dad gets his kid a horse, yeah? And everyone's like, oh wow, really good, oh, he got a horse. And then he falls off the horse and breaks his legs, and then everyone's like, oh no, you shouldn't have got a horse. So they're making judgments. And then the next week, the army come and saying they're recruiting young people to join, and then he can't join because he's broken his legs. I was like, oh yeah, he broke his legs. So you understand what I'm saying? The judgment that you're making is only considerable in the time frame you're making it. So stop viewing these feelings of being lost and not knowing what you're doing is a bad thing, honestly. And you should do that with any emotion, really, like anxiety and sadness. Like you shouldn't view it as a bad thing. It's normal. Emotion is a normal occurrence. We've been like psyoped into believing that, oh, it's so bad to feel anxious, I need therapy. Or bro, what? Just control it. And obviously it's easier said than done, but just control it. It's not a negative thing. You accept it and you do what you need to do no matter what. And that's part of figuring out along the way. You consistently learn. You're like, okay, you're even not even just learning about business, learning about yourself. Because if this doesn't evolve, your business won't evolve. Look, your mindset is like 80% correlated with your business. Business is around like 80% mindset, and like you gotta understand this. If your brain isn't evolving, your business won't grow. If you're not growing, you're declining. I'm growing because my skill set is growing. I'm learning skills. I'm learning content creation through Dropship. I'm not gonna get into all that, but like skills, you need to learn these skills, and that's part of figuring it out. 3 months ago, when I started business, after I'd been on self-improvement for a while, I was cooked, bro. I was cooked. I genuinely just was doing the bare minimum. Like literally, I would sit on freaking Zendrop for an hour a day looking for products. Not even like, I didn't even know what a winning product. I didn't even know the criteria for it. I only recently like fully understood the criteria of a winning product in the last month. Yeah, and I would just sit on, and then I'll make 3 TikToks a day. These reuse crappy quality TikToks. I would film content once every like 2 weeks. I'm using the same clips. I know you guys probably don't understand dropshipping, but you understand that TikTok, the algorithm wants something new. And until I figured it out, like that knowledge from just researching, learning, watching people, taking advice from people that I want to live like, 19-year-olds, like I can name a few names like Jordan Inaforan, BSM Fredo, Hemi, all these guys. They're like, I'm not like, that's when I learned, and that's part of the process. Is forget business, figuring yourself out. Like, oh, why am I thinking like this? Why? Oh, I feel like I can't change. You're going to change as long as you keep doing the right things. It's not about doing everything. It's about doing enough of the right things. If you're doing enough of the right things, you will consistently see progress in yourself. I'm not saying you need to like do these crazy morning routines and these crazy 22-hour work days and blah blah blah. No, you just need to do enough of the right things and you will consistently see results and progress in yourself, like apart from business. But it's gonna be okay. I know I've said that a lot this video, but bro, like, you need to hear it. I know I'm repeating myself, but you've literally got this. There's no failure. You gotta understand that you shouldn't even have that thought in your mind. Failure is an option. Failure is not even an option. All these people that they're doubting, I'm not saying you should use that as motivation, but imagine their faces when you walk, when not saying you should be doing things to prove people wrong. You do things for yourself, yeah. But just imagine their faces when you finally find that success in, forget business. Okay, there's a business version of that. But you finding success in becoming a better person, becoming a better man. You may not have been the best man a year ago, but then when you come back and people see that change, then it's not about proving things to them. It's just, it is what it is, bro. It's a nice feeling. Not out of like them being jealous or I'm waffling, but like, what is like you have to understand that you can't lose. Get rid of that thought of losing. Get it out of your mind. You're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be okay. You can't lose. You can only quit. There's no losers. There's only quitters. You are going to win if you do the right things consistently. 1 + 1 is 2. 5 + 5 is 10. 10 + 10 is 20. You're going to you're gonna get the results. Just keep putting in the work. You're gonna figure it out. You may be struggling now, but in 6 months' time, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, bro. And even so, you shouldn't forget 6 months. Forget about but I want to do this by 2 months. Okay, like my goal is I want to make 10K a month by 17. But I know I'm not gonna wait till I turn 17 to make 10K a month. I'm going to do it every single day until I can get to that goal, and I'm gonna figure it out. I may not have the skill set now, but I'm gonna figure it out. And so are you. You're literally figuring it out. You watching this video is proving to yourself that you're gonna figure it out. Okay, you're gonna learn. You're gonna improve. You're gonna be successful. And I know I'm getting like mad, but bro, this should be motivating you. So after this video, what I want you to do is I want you to just work. I don't care what time it is. I don't care if it's 3 in the morning. I don't care if it's freaking 9 in the morning. Just work, bro. You've literally got this, bro. I'm telling you. Like, there's nothing stopping you. The only thing stopping you is your mind, okay? And your mind, once you've figured out how to control your mind, you figure everything else out. But it goes mindset then business, okay? You've literally got this. And I'm going to keep saying it. You've got this, you've got this, you've got this, okay? And, bro, come on. Bro, there's no losing. Bro. Come on, bro. Like, what? Like, what else is there to say? Like, this is motivating me. I've got so much work to do after this, and I'm gassed now. Like, I know these videos, it doesn't just help you. I'm making it for you guys, but it helps me as well. Like, this is like accountability, because I know I'm that person who does this. I'm that person who works, and so are you. You make yourself that person. You're gonna figure it out. And it's all about changing your beliefs, changing your inputs, changing your mindset. And bro, change your mindset and you're gonna figure it out, bro. Like, I don't care if it's 3 a.m. and you're sitting at your desk thinking, oh, what am I doing? Why am I here? Bro, what you've got to do is you've got to correct yourself and just think, okay, I know you may not have a purpose. A purpose is a hard thing to understand, but okay, I know what my goal is. That's why I'm doing this. I'm, and then you think to yourself, am I that person? You're trying to remake yourself, yeah? So you're thinking to yourself, okay, am I that person who just gives up because they don't know what they're doing? No, you're not that person anymore. You may have been that person, but you're not that person. So once you've been able to negate that thought of thinking, oh, I'm so lost, I don't know what I'm doing, then it's easy, bro. All right, well, hope you guys have a great evening. Check out my socials at amin.jkd, and peace.